What is up? I am back with the flamethrower. I'll take you outside and show you what the flamethrower actually means. Thomas called me and said, hey, we need a video of this. I think last spring we built this thing and we never got any videos last summer of it because we don't like to run it. Nobody does, but I got to run it today, so kind of cool to run, but also you got to really be on point. So I might not show you too much of it in action. I got to really be on point of what I'm doing here so I don't mess it all up. But yeah, I'll try to kind of show you, walk you around this thing and talk about what it does.
Life always comes with its unique challenges. It's important to find ways to manage the stress that comes with it. That's where BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video, comes in. BetterHelp connects you to a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. First, you go to their site, answer a few questions, and BetterHelp will match you with a professional who has years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours. And the best part is you can do it all from your phone or computer, via phone call, voice chat, or messaging. However you feel most comfortable is the easiest possible way to start talking to a therapist. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you, all from the comfort of your own home. Visit BetterHelp.com/Fairs or choose Fairs Home and Organic during sign-up and enjoy a special discount on your first month. Once again, thank you for BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the pre-prayed programming.
Here's how she looks on the outside. So it started out as a Rogator 1074 sprayer with the 90-foot boom, which got cut off to make it a 60-foot boom for 24 rows like the rest of our elevators and planters and everything. I'll show you some of the redneckery we had to do to make it a flamethrower. So in here we put an inverter, 12 volts at 110, because our igniters run off 120 or 110 rather than 12 volts, so that's why we have that inverter. Put a 6000 globe on top for steering with the 4th gen display. We got some electric valves in here for the gas. Those switches are for the vapor and this is for the liquid. Got a camera in there that's looking directly behind me. 2 LP tanks. Not sure of the size, but they're just regular LP tanks like you would have at your house. The switch box for the igniters. Got it in 6 sections, 6 switches, which ignite each individual row. So there's a couple of electric valves up there that I can turn on and off from inside the cab. All the plumbing that goes down to the boom, and these are the torches. I am not sure what brand they are, but the boom, like I said, got cut off here. Just took the pin out for the rest of this section and it made it 60 feet. Got these brackets welded on here with the tube hanging down and the torch on the bottom. So these are all spring loaded. So when we accidentally put the boom down too far, it doesn't break right away. It can actually flip backwards if it ever goes into dirt, which it shouldn't. And down here is the actual torches. Obviously, LP line comes to the torch, has 2 burners, 1 on each side. Burns out of here. This thing is a wire going to a spark plug. That's what ignites all the burners. From those switches, they provide electricity to these transformer type deals that are specifically to ignite them with the spark plugs. So this burner on this side will ignite, throw it over here. This one will push LP down that way and ignite that way. So there's 1 igniter for every 2 torches. And this is the ideal height, and the question most of you are going to ask, or everybody asks right away, does it hurt the corn what you're doing? If we can keep it going like this, where the weeds are smaller than the corn, and we can keep the torches below the growing point of the corn, you will hardly notice it. It'll just burn like these bottom leaves that don't really matter anyway. But here's a good example. If the corn's smaller like this, and we don't watch out for it, and it actually burns the top of the plant, that will set it back or burn it totally, depending on how much heat it gets. But yeah, it's not much to see right away after we burn it. Like this stuff got burned yesterday. We can start to see it working. Like these weeds, they're all toast. But then like this bigger one that's taller than the corn, and I couldn't get from the top, that's probably gonna keep on growing. So if we can get in here while the weeds are still smaller, that does the most good. Like this bottom leaf, this will turn white and yellow and eventually fall off, just like this pigweed. You can see it starts to curl up, and that's gonna die or be set back pretty far. These smaller weeds obviously didn't make it. Some of these leaves, you can see they're already curled up, and it's not even been 24 hours. But in a few days we'll try to catch you up on how it looks and what it all did out here. But most of these weeds should be dead by then. And we're back in the same field I was burning. And it has now been 7 days since that last clip that you just saw. Corn obviously has grown quite a bit since then. I'll turn the camera around and kind of show you what happened. Oh, and this is also pretty close to the same spot I was in the other day, so it should give us a good idea. These pigweeds got knocked back quite a bit. Not all of them are dead, especially these taller ones. They didn't get burned on the head, so more the smaller ones like that, they're all dead, or they're not gonna be a threat to us anymore, at least, since the corn is now bigger and canopied in. Like this guy obviously made it through. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the spot that was like kind of burnt on top, yellowish, yellow leaves and stuff. Looks kind of nasty. It has now all been grown out. It's grown out of it. You can still see these burnt leaves underneath here, but got new leaves on top. Pretty soon we won't even notice. Like right here, these leaves got burned. This is where we come out of the end rows, so torches are usually right on top here as we go down. These weeds obviously didn't get burned good, so over here you can see it was in position and burning again. So it looks like I went a little bit too fast. Didn't quite get 100% kill on all of these, but at least it knocked them back quite a bit.